guys, I'm Aaron from PhoneDog.com. This is the Samsung Fascinate with Verizon in bubble wrap. And what tech person doesn't love bubble wrap? Everybody likes bubble wrap. But it's the Samsung Fascinate with Verizon. It's the last of the Galaxy S devices. Vibrant on T-Mobile, Captivate on AT&T, Epic 4G on Sprint, and finally the Fascinate on Verizon. It's coming to regional carriers later in the year. We don't really know if it's going to come under the Galaxy S name or if it's going to have a specialized name, but at any rate, it's finally available on Big Red. Specs are very similar: 1 GHz Hummingbird processor, 4-inch Super AMOLED display, 5-megapixel camera but with a flash on the Fascinate, Android 2.1 with Samsung's TouchWiz user interface, and more. So what's in the box? We're going to get through all this bubble wrap and we're going to do an unboxing. The Samsung Fascinate with Verizon unboxing starts right now. Okay, so here's the Fascinate with Verizon. Get it out of the bubble wrap. And you'll notice immediately, if you've seen the boxes of the other Galaxy S devices, this one's a little bit bigger, and a little bit thinner than the other Galaxy S boxes. You can see Captivates, for example, and Epics. A little bit different in size, a little bit longer, but smaller. Anyway, let's unbox this sucker. Samsung there. But before we do that, actually I'm going to put this back on. Let's have a look at the front. There's a picture of the device, Samsung Fascinate, 3G smartphone Verizon. It's actually the first box I've seen with the new Rule the Air motto, so it's interesting to see them finally going to that. Package contains the phone, the 16 gigabyte micro SD card, a lithium-ion battery, wall USB charger, and instruction manuals. It actually doesn't say anything about the earbuds, so it'll be interesting to see if those are in there or not. So here's the box. Let's have a look. Special thanks to Verizon for hooking us up with the PR loaner, by the way. And on that note, since Verizon's a CDMA carrier, the devices have to be activated prior to sending them out. So battery's already in the device, so it's not a full unboxing, but you get the idea. The stickers are still on. Here's the device. I'll give a quick run through here. Power button on the right-hand side, like all the other Galaxy S devices. 3.5mm headphone jack on top, micro USB charging port, volume rocker, lanyard hole, 5-megapixel camera with a flash. Let's get these stickers off. You can see the Galaxy S logo there. You can also see me in the background. Hey. Get this one off the front. And we'll power it up while it's powering on. Let's have a look inside the box. Tips, hints, and shortcuts. Instruction manuals. AC adapter module. Usual one that we've seen in the Galaxy S boxes. And a USB cable. No headphones. That's no good. No earbuds. I've purchased those separately. But that's what you get in the box. Let's have a look at the device. One thing that I've enjoyed covering, or one aspect of these devices that I've really enjoyed covering, is every Galaxy S device has been different. In some way, shape, or form, there are just little differences. For example, the Epic doesn't have the fit the puzzle to unlock screen. It uses a little bit different unlock screen. So here it is, the Fascinate's powered on. You'll notice a couple of things. Bar up top is gray. The Verizon wireless area, it's kind of a blue-gray color there, so a little bit different on that front. But thin and light, decent looking device rather. Being on there, let's have a look at the applications real quick. 3G Mobile Hotspot, Bing, as I said, Blockbuster pre-installed, City ID, Car Cradle, Desk Cradle, Kindle, Skype Mobile, Task Manager, VCast Music, VCast Tones, Videos, Navigator, and Voicemail, which with Verizon Visual Voicemail is an extra $2.99, so keep that in mind. Messaging icon rather looks a little bit different, but it's the same messaging interface as the Fascinate and the Captivate and the Vibrant and Captivate. So similar there, and does not use the stock Android messaging application like the Epic 4G does. So I want to go over some things really quick. First of all, Bing is the default search application on the Fascinate. Verizon, there are rumors around the internet right now that Verizon's replacing Google on Android devices with Bing, and it's unable to be changed without any sort of modifications or hacks to the software. So when you get the Fascinate, you're stuck with Bing. If that's something that bothers you, you may want to look into another Android device. But it's that way with the Fascinate. It's rumored to be that way going forward, though there's been no concrete data or any press releases in that regard, so we'll have to wait and see. But let's go through some of the applications. First of all, the very top here, in the left-hand corner, is where the setup button is, and once you hit that, you can modify the icons, move them around, do some changes on that front, as you can see there, and bring down into the main area as well. So let's jump out of that, but I wanted to go over to Task Killer real quick. Oops. Excuse me, back out of that and go into Task Killer, or Task Manager rather, which you see on the Epic as well and some of the other Galaxy S devices, but it's nice to have a dedicated icon where you can go in and hit End All. So there's a Task Killer, if you will, Task Manager, out of the box as an application. Another way to access that is by pressing and holding the home button and hitting Task Manager right there and hitting End All. Fascinate comes with 2 gigabytes of internal memory, which is nice for applications and such since it's running Android 2.1, which, as you may or may not know, Android 2.1, you can't save apps to the SD card natively. So it's all about how much memory you have in the system. 1 gigabytes, 2 gigabytes, 8 gigabytes. It's very important, but it also comes with a 16 gigabyte micro SD card that's installed as well. So plenty of storage for your pictures and storage for your apps and other things that are only available, at least in Android 2.1 form, on internal phone storage. So let's have a look at the other applications while we're there. 3G Mobile Hotspot, which will connect with up to 5 devices, and it's available from Verizon for an extra $20. And then a couple of other Verizon installed apps, City ID, Blockbuster, Bing, which we talked about a minute ago, Kindle, My Verizon Mobile, Skype Mobile. Actually, Kindle is not Verizon installed, but anyway, Skype Mobile, VCast Music, VCast Tones, VCast Videos, VZ Navigator. Now, it looks like it wraps it up. Car Cradle and Desk Cradle are unique to the Fascinate as well. But other than that, it looks very similar from the menu front to the other Galaxy S devices. But it's funny, the devil's in those little details, and I always enjoy going through and having a look at the different details. For example, settings, one I just noticed as I was going through, as you can see the settings icons are colored as opposed to something like the Epic 4G, where they're not. I'll show you here where they're not. So little differences like that, little differences like colors of the colors of the notification bar rather, and then the top, the little status area as well. So a few distinct differences make these devices fun to cover. Let's have a quick look at the camera. It's 5 megapixels just like the other Galaxy S devices, but like the Epic 4G, it comes with a flash. So it's nice for those low lit areas. You can see, the Super AMOLED screen makes the picture quality look very good. The one downside to this one and then the other devices outside of the Epic 4G is that there's no outside camera button for autofocusing purposes. The Epic I've gotten used to in reviewing it, pressing and holding that button, but not pushing it all the way down. Holding it, rather, when I want to focus on an item. Now, with these devices that don't have the button, you're forced to tap on the screen, and it's no big deal. It's not a deal breaker by any means, but when you're holding a device and it's wobbling around, you're trying to take a quick picture, sometimes it can be hard to autofocus using the screen. But let's take a picture of some text I have over here. And let's have a look at the gallery. You can see, picture quality is fantastic for a 5 megapixel camera, and then again for those low lit situations, you have the flash. So there you have it, the Samsung Fascinate. It's available today on Verizon's website for $199.99 instantly, and it'll be available tomorrow in Verizon retail stores for $299 with a $100 mail-in rebate, making it the same price after mail-in rebates. Special thanks to Verizon for hooking us up with a review unit. We'll have more coverage in the coming days, a review, first impressions piece, video reviews, and hey, perhaps a dogfight as well. In the meantime, be sure to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/PhoneDog. Check out our exclusive content there. Sydney, Noah, myself, we all do video coverage from time to time, and you'll see us on Facebook. So head over, be sure to like us, and we'll certainly appreciate it. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter, PhoneDog_Aaron. Ask me any questions you have about the Fascinate or any other mobile device, and I'll do my best to get back to you as quickly as I can. Thanks for watching. I'm Aaron. More coverage to come on the Samsung Fascinate on PhoneDog.com. Have a great day.